Welcome, Collective, to Timeless Energy. I'm Barbara. This is a general timeless reading. This is entertainment purpose only. If it does not resonate, please don't try to make it fit. Watch out for scammers. I am not reaching out. This is my disclaimer. I will never reach out. I don't do personals. I'm not reaching out personally to anyone in particular. Anybody who reaches out to you and says it's for my benefit, my disclaimer, I have nothing to do with it. Alright, I do thank you for liking and for subscribing, as the channel is growing. I need all of the support that I can get. If you haven't done it already, press that like button, press that subscribe button. If you enjoy the content of Timeless Energy, I need all of the support that I can get, and I truly am grateful for it. If you're interested in donations, there are 2 links in the description box. One is PayPal, one is Cash App, and you can go and look into that. Now, I actually had to do this twice. Yes, I know. I don't know what the deal is. We have a big storm going across the country. I want to give my prayers to anybody that is being affected by that storm, because I have been in terrible pain all day. I don't know if it's the wet weather, but the news of the tornadoes and how bad that storm is, I am truly giving my prayers to all of those living in the Midwest who have been affected by it. I will be pulling 3 cards from the, oops, hold on a minute. I pulled the cards out. Let me lift this. Okay. Pulling through 3 cards from the A.E. Waite Holographic Tarot. This is a white one. Okay, this was a gift. Okay, I'll be using that one. I will be using the Learning Tarot. And I will be using the Citadel. I will be selecting at a later point the Oracle cards. And that's spontaneous at the point of when we're done. Okay. Now, we pulled 3 cards here. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. For the message today for Timeless Energy, Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. The message for Timeless Energy, Spirit guide me. 3 cards for today's message for the Timeless Energy. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Bear with me, folks. We're a little tired tonight. Page of Swords in reverse. There we go. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Timeless Energy message for today. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. In reverse, we have the 5 of Cups. One more card for the Timeless Energy message for today. Spirit guide me. One more card for the Timeless Energy message for today. Spirit guide me. One more card. One more card. And we have in reverse the Knight of Swords. Okay. I had to do this twice. And I don't know what the energy is out there. But we're going to start here. We're not going to take a long time going into this because honestly I'm very, very tired. Alright. Now the Page of Swords is a root chakra. The 5 of Cups is a throat chakra. And this is a heart chakra. I like to mention the chakras first. I like to mention the chakras first for a reason, because I used to use them as clarifiers. And I seriously think that they actually add to the clarifying of what the message may or may not be. Was the Page of Swords in reverse is an imposter energy. It could also have the energy of lack of preparation. Now, you can use either one of those, or not. Okay? This gives you a general box, because the Page of Swords is in reverse. Now the page, normally, in the upright, is, we don't think of it as a younger person in the pursuit of the truth, because pages are messengers. They are messengers. And a youthful person in the pursuit of the truth would be being underhanded a little bit in how they go about getting their truth. Alright? Now, it can just be seeking of knowledge, but with it in reverse, it's not seeking of knowledge, it's gossiping. And it's not seeking of knowledge, it's being two-faced. And if you're in the sneaky pursuit of getting information, you can also be a little bit two-faced about why you want the information. Needless to say, we're not going any further with that one. But if you resonate, please keep listening, okay? The page is the messenger. And the swords is in reverse. Now, sometimes the youth of the page is lacking in experience. But the majority of the time when I see a page, it has to do with messages. And it has to do with the younger generation. It's not restricted, by the way. It's not restricted. It has to do with curious minds. And it can be the curious mind of an adult if that's what you need or what's fitting the box. It is craving information and having a quick wit about them. But in reverse, this is challenging. Challenging news that the page is probably going to share, okay, or information that the crafty, youthful page has pretty much been a little bit two-faced about getting that information or gathering that information. Alright, now, the page is a Gemini energy and the Sun energy. And the Sun automatically is the energy of revealing, okay, putting a light on. Now, Gemini is a choice. Whether Gemini energy is an air energy, right? The Gemini is also a choice. And the thing about it is, with this energy and being a page, okay, it could be very short term. Okay? Once the page gets the information that they want, they stop paying attention to the person that they were getting the information from. That's all they wanted. This is short-term energy. Short-term. And it has to do with the identity. Alright? With the sun shining a light on. Has to do with personal identity. So it might have to do with the information has to do with you or with your family or with your close-knit group of friends. Alright, so, enough of the page. We also have the Five of Cups in reverse. To be honest with you, the throat chakra. Now the Five of Cups in reverse. Is it some type of reunion? Or we're talking about it in the past. The energy of the past. We're talking about information could be the information or bringing up the energy of the past. The energy might have even had to do the energy of the past actually might be in connection to the information that the page is doing here. We're talking about the healing process, and we're talking about the energy of the past. So if the page is gathering in a crafty little way information, it might have to do with the energy of something that was in the past that needs healing. Alright? With the Five of Cups, you've got a Scorpio and Mars. We're talking unforgiving or vindictive. So it could have been something from the past that people were vindictive about, or something in the past that people were unforgiving about. And we're talking about that in the past, that the way they were in the past, that maybe this is something that needs to be healed. All right? And it has to do with power. Well, information is being powerful, right? Information on a need-to-know basis. The more information you have, the more strength and power you have. The thing about it is, it does have to do with power. Of you gathering information about something that was vindictive or unforgiving in somebody else's past, and learning the facts about that information could give you some kind of power over a situation. It could put you in a situation where the unforgiving becomes the forgiven. But the thing about it is, in reverse, that Five of Cups is not, it's not forgiven. Was the Five of Cups in reverse? Well, the Five of Cups in reverse actually is appreciating what we have, but it is acknowledging emotional pain. Okay? Well, you might appreciate what you have, but this is a situation, if you are digging, the page is digging for, in a crafty kind of way, through information about a situation that was vindictive and unforgiving. Okay? Alright, we're dealing about, we're dealing with, in reverse, not acknowledging emotional pain. So we have the page digging for information, and we have the page that's not empathetic about the possible emotional pain connected to this situation. We've already determined that it has to be something in the past. We already have figured out that it was something that was unforgivable, or something that was not forgiven by people, other people. And this is, Scorpio is a secretive energy, okay? Is not necessarily something that somebody's going to like take and use against another person. Not necessarily. But this is the energy of secretive. This is the energy of being aggressive and being a little secretive about gathering. Like gathering. It doesn't necessarily mean that there has to be a reason for it. Not necessarily. We don't know that yet, because we're not there yet. We're only done the second card. This might have to do with healing. This is what I see. This might have to do learning the information that is being sought after. It might have to do with the assistance in healing something that was not healable prior to this. So information can be helpful in that way. You were led to believe something different. Okay? And your curiosity in asking questions or learning of this information is actually making this healing process possible. With the throat chakra, which is what I mentioned. The throat chakra. Okay? You know who you are. You're not afraid to show who you are. You know who you are already. You really don't need that information about the past. You already kind of know exactly who you are, what you're all about. Okay? You don't really need that information. The root chakra is here. That you feel protected. Well, yeah, you're going to be brazen and go out there and stick your little nose in somebody else's business. That little page better feel like pretty protected about, like, being able to get away with that. Okay? So, this is the chakra energy that I'm talking about. But you see here, In the Knight of Swords, the chakra says that you can love again. So whatever it is that we're looking at here, it's creating the energy that makes love possible, where maybe it wasn't possible. Now with the Knight of Swords in reverse, we're talking about dispute or ruin over another person. Now we're talking about the past. We're talking about the ruination of somebody in the past over a relationship or something like that. So it's not something that's current that you're getting into. Personally, if I'm talking to you, do not assume I am talking about you. Okay? Whatever it is, it has to do with the relationship that was ruined in the past. One that was vindictively ripped apart. One that was unforgivable. There are a lot of reasons people are unforgiving when you're in a relationship with another person. I don't know how you can figure that one out, because if two people are in a relationship, why people outside of that relationship are unforgiving about it, when they should have nothing to say about it. Okay? But, there are situations that are rather unique. Now, this Knight of Swords, it also has to do with missed opportunities. It has to do with the rude energy, but, in the past, whatever happened in the past could have created a situation where you missed opportunities. And see, the Knight of Swords, in reverse, is the heart chakra. Now, what's the heart chakra? My favorite. It has to do with what you love above and beyond almost anything else. The missed opportunity could be anything. If you're resonating with this, if my collective understands or resonates with what I'm trying to say, we are not necessarily talking about the heart and a person. We could be talking about the heart and your love for another person. You're talking about missed opportunities. You missed an opportunity to be an important part of somebody else's life because of something that happened in the past that other people were unforgiving about. That would make sense. Well, you missed opportunities because of something in your past that people wanted to be vindictive about. It could also apply to missing an opportunity with a job. What about your background check? Ever thought of that? What about your background check? With the Knight of Swords as an air energy, that's pretty cold. Not to say that everybody, with the collective there, there's a lot of people that have air signs. That doesn't mean you're cold. I'm just hypothetically here. Taking the past that a person cannot change, that is spelled all over a legal document like a police report, and not giving them the opportunity to move forward with a job that they're completely capable of doing because of a lack of trust, or because there are 300 applicants that don't have that criminal record. Alright, so this could be losing the opportunity. Losing the opportunity. With the Aquarius and the Mars energy connected with this. Aquarius and Mars. With the heart. It has to do with something that's very important to you. You're missing the opportunity, or you did already miss the opportunity that you had available to you. That means that you probably won't get another chance. Relationship, job, whatever. In some cases, it's a criminal history type thing. You can get a record sealing thing. But technically, in the real world, okay, there are companies that ignore that and do the background check and find the dirt anyways. Alright, to be honest with you, sometimes that sealing of the record doesn't help. But the opportunity, once you've lost it, is not going to be made available again. In some cases, that missed opportunity could be with a person. You're in a relationship. You are completely and blindly in love, but you messed up somehow, and that person, that woman that you were like, oh my God, so wrapped on, isn't going to give you another chance. It could be as a parent where you're not getting the second chance that you really, really need to be an active participant in the raising of your child because of mistakes that you made. And we know the young people make mistakes. Things happen in the real world that people hold against you, that you sometimes you have control of it. We all have a choice. You know, remember that this first card here has everything to do with your choice. This gathering of information with this page, the messenger of all this information, that could be that record. And you know what, that record might be 8 years old, but you know what, you had a choice. And this is what this is talking about. And it's causing a missed opportunity. It's causing a missed opportunity. Those are just two hypothetical situations. That does not necessarily mean the only types of situations. Because, trust me, you're talking about missed opportunities. You could be talking about a number of different kinds of things. But hypothetically, I'm at 21 minutes. And I've got to pull some more cards. So let's see if we can get a clarifier for the Page of Swords. Now these are slippery. No, they're not any more slippery than the other ones, but they're just not, like, behaving themselves here. I've been dropping cards a lot lately. I had to take ibuprofen just to sit in front of the camera to do this read. I've been in so much pain. Too many. Too many. I can't take 3 cards, I'm sorry. I could take maybe 2 if I had to. I've done that once in a while. They fall, there's 2 of them, and they're meant to be. But we need to clarify for the Page of Swords. Clarifier for the Page of Swords in reverse. The Page of Swords, Page of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse. The Page of Pentacles. And it's in reverse. Okay. Okay. It says new job, but in reverse. So this might have to do with employment. Bad news in earthly matters, money problems, ignorance, and someone who does not appreciate you. Remember, we said that missed opportunities could be a job. And we don't know what that personnel manager, you might fit in with everybody else, but there might be rules that that personnel manager needs to follow, that they might, you know what, they're dealing with a lot of people, including the CEO that could fire them, and they need to do their job. And you know what, if their job says, I can't hire you, then you're not going to get that opportunity. And according to this, the bad news in earthly matters that creates financial difficulties has to do with the loss of that opportunity, which might be that new job you were really hoping on getting. Alright, let's see about that 5 of Cups in reverse. We were dealing with a lot of reverse cards. So let's get caught here on my shirt. Let's see about that 5 of Cups in reverse. We're dealing with a lot of reverse cards. So we just need one. Spirit guide me. We just need one. Spirit guide me. We just need one. I'm waiting for the right one, folks. You can fast forward if you want. But the thing about it is, this shuffle, it's really got to like stick right out at me, or it doesn't work. Was the big giant piles falling on the floor, or the big giant like clumps? There we go. There we go. 5 of Cups. Again, another one. This is burden. Burden. In reverse, the 5 of Cups. Insurmountable problems. Flogging a dead horse. duty-bound, resigned to fate. So this is a fated thing here. This situation is, it's creating huge problems that are overwhelming. This is creating huge problems that are impossible to overcome. Or at least that's the way you feel about it. And this energy is short term. Remember with the Gemini, it has to do with your choices. It has to do with your choices. But the energy is short term. So, okay, you need to be smart in making your choices, alright? You need to have, what? A backup plan. Yeah. You need to have a backup plan. You know what? Everybody's got a situation where money is tight. Everybody's got a situation where you need to be really careful about the choices that you make. You're going to upset the apple cart. Upset that apple cart. Alright, you might need a backup plan. Okay. These are insurmountable. It has to do with that income. Your wife's pregnant and you've got 3 other living children in the house and your landlord wants to toss you out. You've got 2 weeks to pay that money. And you needed that job. We're talking insurmountable. Oh, that's the hypothetical I'm using, but this could be used in different ways. You absolutely need that car and it's going to break down on you? Oh yeah, this is absolutely something that you are not sure how you are going to be able to fix this. You're not going to be able to fix this, and you're worried you're so worried that it's going to be a situation that's not going to be in your favor. Okay. Because it would be devastating. It would have a devastating impact on everything that you've got going on. And it could be like not the job, it could be the car. Could be the car. I had a problem with my car. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. I'm going to go in and try to see if they can figure that out. But you know what? It's really, really hard when you've got to pay for it. And you don't have the money. Ah, there we go. Clarifier for the Knight of Swords. There we go. King of Wands again in reverse. Everything's in reverse. Lies, deviousness, prejudice. A liar or devious person, one whose main focus is on self-promotion. Okay. That's all I am pulling from the learned tarots. We're not clarifying off this. So you might be dealing with somebody who's not being honest with you. You're talking about insurmountable problems. You're talking about, oh my God, if my car breaks down, I've got no way to take care of that myself. And you've got people that are saying, I can't help you, I don't have any money. And they're not being honest about it. Whatever it is, I can't help you. I am just totally, like, right between here and there and totally, completely strapped. So, I would love to, but I can't. Okay, you're dealing with a situation where you're being lied to. You're dealing with somebody who is only interested in, basically, themselves. And what they are doing. What they are doing. And they could care less. I mean, it's okay if you're not having any problems. It's okay if you're not having any problems. But don't ask them for anything that they're not willing to help you with. Because to be quite honest with you, it's not going to be forthcoming. Alright? It's not going to be forthcoming. So this is the message, okay? It has to do with something that people have found out about your past. Something that's held you against you. Something that's stopping you from getting work. Something... Now, it could be your health, too. Which, you know, people don't usually hide. Okay? But if you were a smoker, I'm a smoker. And, you know, people want to hold that against you because you're having bad health that has to do with what you would be sick from if you were a smoker. You know, and they want to hold that against you and not help you. Then fine. Alright, this is hypothetical. This is hypothetical. Something's being held against you and you're not getting any help. And they're lying to you. They could help you. They can completely and totally help you, but they're not going to do it. And you probably already know that. Alright, we need a Citadel card for the Page of Swords. Citadel for the Page of Swords. Citadel for the Page of Swords. Oops. We're kind of going all kinds of different directions with this. We need one obvious, sticking out, obvious. I got the storyteller for the first card. Here we go. The storyteller. Now, that says viewpoints and being in control or control. But we're going to look up the storyteller. I like to set it up because I get to read from the book and I don't have to use my imagination. And my brain is tired, so let's let somebody else do the work here. Where is the storyteller? Where is the storyteller? Where is the storyteller? Did I pass it? I'm going to pass it. My goodness, I can't even find it. I am very, very tired. We're looking for the storyteller. There you go. I knew I wasn't seeing it. I was very, very tired. It's like really like 2, I think. 2 o'clock. It's been a very, very long day. I don't think I got that much done either. The storyteller in reverse. There is another storyteller in your life, and one who is telling a tale with more embellishment than there should be. They may be trying to mislead or manipulate you. Don't be fooled by their showmanship. Not everyone has your best interest in heart. Okay. So what did we talk about here? Lies? Prejudice? Somebody whose main focus is self-promotion. And somebody here is telling some stories. And you know what? It's not to benefit you. They don't have your best interest at heart. Whatever it is that's going on, they don't have your best interest at heart. Okay, so you need to be careful. You really need to be careful. Now, it's okay to tell stories. If you have permission to discuss things. I mean, gossiping is something everybody does, right? Well, not everybody, but, you know, everybody knows when you're talking to somebody and they're gossiping about another person who's not there, that it may or may not be true. You do know that, right? You're going to take that to the bank and fire somebody over somebody who's jealous because her boyfriend just started paying attention to the new girl in town, and now she's running around talking bad about the new girl in town, and everybody knows that her boyfriend is sliding over in that direction. They're not married. He has not made a commitment. Okay, we know that when somebody's gossiping, okay, that might not be true, but this is storyteller. Somebody's telling stories. They're not being honest about those stories. They're into self-promotion. Why are they into self-promotion? They're digging for information about your past, possibly, so that they can embellish these stories about you. And it is for self-promotion. And vengeance. Overcoming slights and a choice. The 5 of Cups. The vengeance. Oh my goodness. Am I pulling some winners tonight? Am I pulling some winners? The vengeance. And it's in reverse. Everything seems to be in reverse. I've noticed that the energy is really bad. It's really been strong. I mean, like, I could barely get out of bed today. I hurt so bad. And with all the storms. But the vengeance in reverse. You've been wronged. It's time to stand your ground and fight back. Whoever's standing in your way, face them head on. Don't let yourself be walked over. Take this moment to stand up for yourself. Use those feelings of anger to protect your position and everything that you've been building up until this point. So I'm sorry. You've been wronged. Somebody was gossiping about you. Somebody was gossiping about your past. Maybe you have a criminal history because of something that was not fair to you. Stopped you from getting jobs. Something stopped you from being able to get that girl. Somebody stopped you from being able to raise that child that you loved. Something. And now it's time for vengeance. Now it's time. And we are looking at the Knight of Swords, the Shepherd, celebration, and family. Wow. The Shepherd, celebration, and family. Let's see what that is. And that's an upright card. Oh my goodness. After all of those, every single one of these cards, all three of those, all these, and all these, everything's been in the reverse. This is the first one that's been upright. Let's see what it has to say. On a gentle grassy rise just beyond the citadel, white-spotted goats bleat and graze. Heavy-headed dandelions nod lazily, and all is peaceful. From under a flock, the bell at the end of their crook ringing out over the slopes. It is a simple life, but the shepherd knows how to celebrate the pleasure of loving and loving well. A is a leader and a parental figure. They ensure that their flock doesn't go astray, no matter the weather or the direction. It's time for you to look to your own relationships, family or otherwise, and reach out to them, just as the shepherd guides their flock. Don't be afraid to take the leading hand where it's needed. Someone needs to step up, and right now, that's you. With all of those reverse cards having to do with something that was the past. Something connected to healing the past. And who has to step up? Well, it says that you have to step up. I don't know what that means, actually, because every situation is going to be different. Oh, don't mind me. I'm getting up to pull an oracle deck. Excuse me. Oracle deck here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. They're moving very slow. I should have pulled that oracle. I should have pulled that oracle before I sat down. But, you know, to tell you the truth, it's difficult. It's difficult sometimes to, all these cards. So I got two of them here. But, yeah. The, shepherd. The celebration of family. Alright? So, getting that information probably worked in somebody's favor. As it looks like what that means to me. Getting that information might have worked in somebody's favor. We've got the Runes Oracle. I haven't actually used them in a while. There we go. The Runes Oracle was one of my favorites. But you know what, to tell you the truth, I don't pull them down very often anymore. And they're glossy. They were my first my first runes cards. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. We're going to pull a runes card and see where we are here. Okay. Let's pull a runes card here. Where we got the storyteller, we got the vengeance, we've got the shepherd. We've got the shepherd, we've got the vengeance. Actually, to tell you the truth, that was pretty fast today. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. That was pretty fast today. And I did this twice, and I actually was really tired. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this tonight. Spare the, like, these are kind of glossy but sticky. And you know the thing about it is, I have to wait until the natural one sticks out. Pursue. Fate and discovery. And didn't we find the beginning here with the Page of Swords was the digging of the, like, asking the questions, the getting the information. The rune of home of initiation to hidden secrets. It evokes celebration, games, laughter, and domestic happiness. Celebrations. Family. Celebrations. Okay. So it looks like the information that was gathered about the past of whatever the situation was shed a good light or positive on the situation. Doesn't look like it turned out to be anything negative. Doesn't look like it turned out to be anything negative. Alright. And we're good for that. We're good for that, okay? We're good because, you know, to tell you the truth, we had a lot of upside down cards there. We had a lot of upside down. So this looks really, really positive. Alright. I got the Cosmic Oracle too. Just getting up and moving around isn't my thing today. And I just, like, wasn't sure. So, I wasn't sure. That looks really positive about the celebrations with the family. And we have the Cosmic Insights here. Okay. Now, with this, knowing the harsh energy that I'm dealing with. Okay. We're reaching back into the past for either yourself or somebody else. What kind of impact is that having on you? How is it that you can take that and make a happy celebration out of this? Okay, let's find out what the Oracle says. Let's find out. What is it about this past history that's going to make a difference? What is it about the past history that's going to make a difference? Shedding light on the past and making the happy family and the celebrations. Why? Why? They want your money. You're being used. So apparently they're taking this information about someone's past so they can be in control. Probably to set you off to the side and be in control. Because they want your money. Now, I am guessing that the person with the past history is the one being set off to the side. And I'm guessing that the one who has the money and is being used is a separate person. But let's clarify that. Let's clarify that. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. We're guessing on that one, but let's clarify that. What is the gold digger? Spirit, can you give us some information about the gold digger? What's the energy of the gold digger? Can you give us some information about the gold digger? Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Please give me some information. Just a little information. Oh, oh my goodness. That whole thing fell out. Open up your heart it will help you attract more love. Well, I'm not quite sure what that means unless we were asking about the gold digger and all these cards fell on the ground. I got divorce, I got air sign, I got honeymoon. On the yes card, I got patience. And give it time. Vacation. Open your heart. What does open your heart have to do with the gold digger? I don't know if these are working. If you're being used because you've got some kind of gold digger energy around you, and you need to open your heart. Spirit guide me on that one. I was a little clear. Oop. Oh my goodness, that went all the way over there. Open your heart to an earth sign. Open your heart to an earth sign. I don't understand. When it started with a gold digger that wanted your money. There's energy around you you're dealing with, or do you think you're dealing with somebody who is a gold digger? But it says to open your heart. It says to open your heart. Now we're getting a little confused here. Now I'm definitely getting confused. Okay. Opening your heart to an earth sign. When the energy first says very clearly that you might be dealing with a gold digger. Or maybe you think that what you're dealing with is a gold digger. And you should open your heart. Because you know what? It's a lot easier to figure out what's going on if you're not shut out of the situation. Alright? It's very, very, very easy to assume a lot of things. But maybe the assumption that you're dealing with a gold digger and you've got no proof of it. What we got here? Someone is too full of themselves. So, when I lay all these out here, I'm looking at an earth sign who might be a gold digger or who is just really, really full of themselves. Really, really full of themselves. I'm not even going to go any further with these cards here because, to tell you the truth, I'm just getting confused about why going into somebody's past has anything to do with that, unless it has to do with making sure that one person wins the attention, the accolades, the time, above and beyond another person who doesn't have that kind of history in their past. But these are confusing me. These are confusing me. Or I'm just overtired. I wouldn't take this like this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? We're going to call it, I'm at 49 minutes. Now remember to press that like and subscribe. Okay? Press that like and subscribe. I am trying to build my channel. I will be breaking these down, my long videos, down with edits. Okay? So the edits actually get more views. To be honest with you, people do the short little edit before they do the long video. I don't get a lot of people that actually watch the whole video. You're more than welcome, if you're watching this, to watch any of my videos that you want. I need all the support I can get. Okay, and we're going to call it a day here because I am very overtired and not actually sure why I pulled these cards. But you know what? If it resonates with you, by all means, leave me a comment section if you want to, a comment in the comment section, and let me know how it is that you resonate with that. And thank you very much for your time. We'll see you the next time I do a Timeless Energy. Have a good day.